Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Sagittarius September 26, 2022. The Sun begins its transit of your social sector today, and will continue to visit until October. You focus on new beginnings, projects, and ideas, and you can feel quite hopeful about where your life may be heading. It might also be a time for experimenting with new ideas and plans or dreaming up new visions of where you'd like to go with your life in a general sense. There can be an increased focus on social activities, teamwork, friendships, group connections, and the community. Today, conversations, meetings, contacts, or thoughts can lead you to new discoveries about past matters. You might gain insight into recent events, decisions, or problems, particularly related to friends and relationships or a significant project or pursuit in your life. Ultimately, this can redirect you, leading to significant new beginnings. As the wheel of time turns, a whole new zodiac season is upon you. As the mighty Sun, our great luminary, turns a corner to enter Libra, you'll feel a jolt of euphoria shiver through your soul. In the month ahead, you'll feel exhilarated and enchanted with life as the Sun energizes your solar 11th house of friendships, communities, and online dating. This is an excellent time to connect with your pals and acquaintances and bring along your sweetheart. If single, throw on your dancing shoes and get ready to circulate, mingle, and potentially meet new candidates through your network. Expect to feel low on energy. The moon is void, of course, so you may not feel as amped up as usual. Instead of tackling your workday with gumption, it might be challenging for you to even get through one task. Luckily, your social battery should be just fine since the Sun is entering Libra. Now that Libra season is here, you should prioritize networking opportunities on and offline. There are plenty of wonderful connections waiting for you to find them, so do not be afraid to reach out via DM or to introduce yourself at an event. At the same time that the Sun leaves your career sector and Venus, the planet of money, takes the reins, the moon returns. As well as sharpening your professional instincts, the moon will bring together forces from across the income, work, and career fronts in the same way that the planets did earlier in the week, but this time, just as Venus is able to make it more about the money. Today's energies ignite your spirit. You have the feeling that you can do anything you set your mind to, and this is true. If you could bottle all that energy, wouldn't it be great? In fact, regular exercise does take that energy directly into your bloodstream, which in turn puts it into your strong muscles. Focus your positive energy on your body and you will see the glowing results. Remember to always drink water after you exercise, to replenish your body's vital fluids. Today's vibrations are going to allow you to finally harvest the fruits of your labor. If you weren't so modest and discreet, you could benefit from a promotion or an encounter in your sentimental life. But your temperament makes you keep a low profile even in the most favorable situations. Apart from a small amount of anxiety at the beginning of the day, you are in great shape and your kindness won't miss touching more than one of the people you collaborate with. Keep up the rhythm. The Sun might take the solar spotlight off your career situation and matters as it leaves your career sector today, but this is when the magic begins. For a few hours between the Sun's departure and the Moon's return, Venus will be on her own for the only time during her 24-day visit. By the time your professional instincts kick in, your heart will have been laid bare, giving your clearest sense yet of what you want professionally, just as Mercury is retrograding back in with an opportunity for a do-over. Before leaving an adventurous part of your chart today, the moon will form a friendly aspect to the dwarf planet Eris, the warrior princess of the cosmos, in your romantic sector. This might be a monthly event, but today's adventurous lunar vibes have a lot more potency, and as well as bringing a sense of romance, adventure, and nostalgia together, this can also fire up your romantic passions and fighting spirit. Our eyes in the sky. There is a temptation to step back from your emotional wellness today. However, you can't shy away from your fears and let your self-doubt get the better of you. The moon in Virgo asks you to put your nose to the grindstone. Virgo energy is all about doing a job right with care and precision, so this is a perfect day for career and work-related ambitions to really take hold. It's also a wonderful day to make some extra cash or pitch those plans that you thought would never see the light of day. Just try not to let your professional ambitions sidetrack you from the other work you need to do. Tonight's link between Neptune and the Moon could cause you to detach from your own or another's true feelings. This could be a tough day for those in romantic relationships because people aren't really feeling like their best selves. It's a day where you could feel a little left out in the cold or ghosted by someone you thought would always be there for you. Remember that this is just a cycle in the stars. Come up with a plan to do what is best for your peace of mind. In the pre-dawn hours, romantic Venus in Virgo opposes a nebulous Neptune in Pisces. While Venus deals in concrete, material love, Neptune deals with divine, transcendent love. Two sensations, two vastly different experiences. Neptune already has the energetic upper hand given its slow crawl through the cosmos, but it is also in domicile, while Venus is in fall. Therefore, the material considerations of Venus in Virgo are dwarfed by its numinous counterpart, and everything we think we understand about our romantic entanglements now gets lost in a wash. We don't know where we stand, nor do we know what we want. Idealized projections of other people or situations leave us vulnerable to disappointment, even though we'd never admit it. Our true struggle lies in our desire for perfection when there is no such thing. We'll have an easier time managing overwhelming feelings through an art practice or by turning to prayer. Faith isn't a bad thing, as long as we don't place all of our faith in an equally fallible, imperfect human being. Dreams and love will seem tangible, and your creativity will be especially active. Trying something new will appeal to you and is highly advised. You could spend time with some unlikely characters. You're also going to be quite lucky regarding information. You might learn something by chance from a stranger that turns out to be useful to you, or you might just happen upon some intriguing news while scrolling through social media. You'll be sharper than normal and ready to make some spontaneous choices to accompany the zany adventures that await you on this fortunate day. Before noon, the Moon squares off with Mars, stimulating irritability. Under the Virgo Moon, we feel secure navigating logical, linear situations. Meanwhile, Mars in Gemini is game for experimentation and knows victory won't be achieved through regimentation. These two inclinations leave us feeling polarized and frustrated. It's as though we don't want to move for fear of making a mistake, even though we know that mistakes are exactly what we need to grow, and therefore, succeed. The worst thing we can do now is to bottle up our feelings to the point where we finally snap and act recklessly. Take one thing at a time. Pace yourself.